You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
It's redemption time, boy. So for those who don't know, I have almost 1,000 hours in this game, so I will just politely say, please don't backseat me. Otherwise, if you have questions, feel free to ask, and I will answer them as best I can. I have played this game a lot, and I really enjoy it. So I always come back to it. It always seems like that. As much as I love the second one.
Run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
Yeah, as much as I love the sequel, I keep playing this one.
Send these vermin a message. The rightful
Not much to be done about it. It's just that good.
Mankind is no longer welcome. This expedition at least promises success. Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places. Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
We will be making this a YouTube series as well. The file that I had prior that I was starting to stream and record for YouTube got corrupted. So that's the goal here, is to get this to replace that one. So we're going to try, keyword here being try, we're going to try to crank through this game pretty quick as far as actual content. That way I can kind of teach as we go as well.
Destroyed. Be wary.
So this first chest, this first room, this is trapped. Literally trapped every time. The only time you can open it is if you happen to get a key, which I did, which is lucky as shit. I never get a key there. So at the end of every quest or dungeon, you get your quirks. You get Guilty Conscience for Renaud, which is bearing the crushing guilt of deeds real and imagined. This basically enhances stress. It's what makes your character stress. And then for Dismas, Ansi, 20 stress when idle in town for a week. So essentially he wants to continue to go to the dungeons over and over and over. Later on in the game you can remove those. Though it is pricey, you can remove those. So it is fixable. It's just kind of inconvenient. And we also have Beast Hater, which is a positive quirk, which is 15% damage to beasts and less stress towards beasts. So he'll be good in places that are more beast-like and less humanoid.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
So when you first get back, you get your quest goals, which is essentially every single boss and every single roster goal. So for instance, we have complete a foray into the ruins. That's the next quest. You have to defeat the necromancer, the prophet, and each one has a sequential skill level. So the first time you go into a boss, it's going to be like level 3 to level 4, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, something like that. Second time it's like 4 or 5, and the third time, the final time, it's level 6. It's the max level. So it does scale with you, but the thing is, if you lose a character and they die, odds are your next character is going to be a low level, so you have to essentially start over and try not to get them killed in the process. The stagecoach is where you go to get new people.
Soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
You don't want to kill them. No, you'd want to try really hard not to get people killed.
Word is traveling.
Hello, hello.
Ambition is stirring in distant cities.
I'm in tutorial mode because we are recording, so I'm doing okay. I'm very sleepy. I overslept today again, so I'm just cranking this energy drink back. Doing my best though. Waiting on dinner to get here. So we love that. That's a vibe. So currently we have Renaud, who is, for all intents and purposes, he is your paladin. Every character is going to have, like I said, your quirks. You have your good quirks, you have your bad quirks. He always starts with God-fearing, where he'll only pray for stress relief, and he always starts with kleptomaniac. Basically means anywhere you take him, anytime you see an item on the side of the hallway, in the ruins, or wherever you go, he has a chance to try to steal it from you. Thanks, Renaud. And then we have all of their preferred positions and moves. Every character has 7 moves, and each one has a specific position that it works in. So for instance, Smite here is a melee attack, good against unholy, only works in the front 2 positions. So for instance, if he were to be moved to the back of the party, he could not use that move until he is moved back to the front of the party.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hi. We're doing tutorial day. How are you? Hello, motherfucker. His second move, which is a fairly decent one, I suppose, I don't use it all that often, is his Zealous Accusation. Again, only works in the front 2 spots, but this one hits 2 people. It's going! We're in tutorial mode since we're recording again, because my last file got corrupted, so I can't finish it. It's probably my fault. I was playing another file that was modded, and I think it just corrupted all my files. It's okay. It happens. It happens. It's an older game at this point. It happens. I fucked around and found out, as the kids say. I prefer using Zealous Accusation when it's like small stuff like skeletons, which we'll get into as we get into combat more. But when it's 2 things up front that both have low health, is the good just, yeet them. Well, thank you for the shout out. I appreciate you. Stunning Blow is good if you need to stun something. It obviously, as you can see at the bottom, has the stun base of 100%. So that doesn't mean it's going to stun every time. Enemies will have percentages that are up into the 200-300s, depending on what they are. So it's just a percentage versus percentage. I don't think I have stream stickers set up. I need to turn that off. I saw it on your stream pop, and I don't think I actually set it up yet. Hold on. Hold the phone. I am asleep still, mentally, in my head. Okay. Yeah, no, it's not set up yet. Okay, let me go turn that off. Extensions. My extensions. Okay, we'll get rid of that quick. There we go. That should be all set now. Hey, we wild in today. Figuring everything out. Okay. Back to the game. So his stun is really nice if you have like a big enemy up front and you need him to tank it down. Otherwise it's just a good damage. And then his Bulwark of Faith, which is where we start to get into buffing and protection and healing. So this essentially is going to run like a RPG party. And what he does here is he will increase your torch, which torchlight is one of the most important things in this game unless you are trying to be suicidal in game. It basically makes it so that enemies are weaker. It increases your loot depending on how much torchlight there is. Certain people have quirks, like for instance he's a warrior of light. He does more damage if the torch is high. So generally speaking, if you're playing this game, you want to keep that torchlight up. There are different methods and play styles and quirks that make it so you want to keep the torchlight low. But generally speaking, when starting out, you want to keep that torchlight high. So having him have a move where he increases his torch, he marks a target and then he buffs himself for 20% prot. So he marks himself and says basically you have to attack him if you can, and then increases his protection. So he becomes, you know, a tank. Everyone also has camping skills, which we will get into when we get our first dungeon that requires camping. And then their resistances, which is your basics, your stun, your blight, which is poison, your disease, which is a disease, your death blow resistance, which every time a character gets hit down to 0 health, they have a chance to die. So every time they get hit and don't, that's death blow resistance. I have still yet to figure out if there is an actual percentage there or if the game just rolls a frickin' die in the background, because it doesn't seem to matter how high my death blow resistance is, people will just die. And that's just how this game is. It is very RNG, very roguelike. Move resistance is when you get moved around in the party, like for instance there are shuffle attacks and knockbacks and pull forwards. Bleed is pretty self-explanatory, debuff's pretty self-explanatory, and traps is for disarming traps, which we will run into, I'm sure, at some point. Later dungeons tend to have a lot of traps and you just don't catch them. Let's see, we have Dismas, who is essentially, he's referred to as a highwayman, but it's basically just a gunner or gunslinger, whichever way you want to put it. He has melee attacks, he has gun attacks, it all depends. So we're starting off with Pistol Shot, which works in the last 3 spots and hits the back 3. We are going to have Grape Shot Blast, which hits the first 3. This move is literally awful. I said it with my whole chest. I said it, I meant it. Grape Shot Blast is garbage, and as soon as you can get rid of it, get rid of it. I actually tend to play a melee Dismas, which his moves are locked, so we'll get into that later. Tracking Shot, which the main reason I like Tracking Shot is it bypasses stealth, and it takes stealth away from something. So if something you're going against has a 3 or 4 turn stealth, you want to use this. This will help it so that you can hit him with other characters. And then he also buffs himself with damage, accuracy, and crit, which is pretty great. Then there is Open Vein, which is what we were using in the previous dungeon, which is a melee attack, and it bleeds the target. So if you're looking to get like damage over time, that's also good. Then we're going to get, the first 2 you get are always a Plague Doctor and a Vestal for the party comp, so that you can run through the ruins. The game does try to set you up in a way that makes it difficult to fail in the beginning, and then immediately after this dungeon it goes to shit. So, I always put Vestal in 3rd spot. Vestal is your healer.
And unrelenting.
She can be played as a melee character. I've seen some really insane and cracked builds of her as a melee character. I don't like to run her as a melee character very often because there aren't a lot of good heals in this game. So I take them where I get them. So she's going to have Mace Bash, which is not going to matter because she's going to be in the 3rd spot and increases damage against Unholy. She has her heal, Divine Grace, which later on is just fucking cracked. So she has to be in the back 2 positions to use it. Hello, how's it going? How are you? How is my favorite Banshee doing? Later on she gets a group heal, which we'll again get to. And then she has Illumination, which, similar to Dismas's attack, bypasses stealth. Ooh, a new car. We love a new car. It increases her own dodge and increases torch. And then Hand of Light, which again is mostly just a buff. She is essentially a little buff machine until we get her how I want her. And then you get a Plague Doctor, which is exactly what you think it is.
Laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield.
Hot red, vroom vroom, get ready to get pulled over more. The Plague Doctor is essentially a backline damage machine. She is insane. So she has Plague Grenade, which hits the back to both spots and blights them. She has her own heal, which is a baby heal. It is the tiniest heal. But what you want it for is because it cures Blight and Bleed on both the person you're healing and yourself. So if you have just something that just knocks everyone into Blight mode, this is a good heal to get 2 birds with 1 stone. She has Emboldening Vapors, which buffs damage and speed. It's really great on some of these more powerful characters later. And she has Disorienting Blast, which shuffles the party and stuns. But for what I use it for is to clear all corpses, because the corpses will stay in your way. And you have to get them out of your way in order to kill everything else. So, oh, she has Fragile. That's going to be rough. Fragile is one of those that you want to get rid of basically as soon as you can.
Most will end up here.
Look at it, it's empty.
Covered in the poisoned earth.
This is how we're going to keep the graveyard.
Oblivion.
It's going to look like this forever. No, it's not.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Cool. How's the Mr. He is doing good.
Trinkets and charms gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
So you can buy trinkets, which are essentially what we gathered here, these 2 special items. I will let him know. And basically you can attach them to characters. There are ones like this that are common. They're white. Everyone can use them. Arwen is sleeping. She was hanging out with us, but she is sleeping. Why is that still going? I turned it off. I turned you off. I'm timing it out. It's not listening. She's a good cat. I like her a lot. She is a good cat. Starburst says hi, Auntie Donna. Hello. We do love a hello. But you equip the trinkets to basically enhance what you're already doing. So for instance, with Dismas, this would increase his melee skills, so we are going to give it to him. And we'll give you increased dodge. And you also have to watch for negative traits, like the speed. It'll show here what's increasing or decreasing it. So for her, she's got 2 less speed because of fading, and she's got 1 less speed because of trinket. So we're actually going to take that off of her because she needs to actually have some semblance of speed. Whereas Dismas has plus speed because of his quirk, and then -1 for the trinket, so it kind of balances out. You get your normal trinkets, and then you also get the crystalline trinkets, which we will get into more when we start to do the farmstead, which is it's a ways off yet. I don't fuck with that downs. I don't fuck with it. I have never really gathered the endless waves thing. Never quite got used to it. So some party comps will have names. For instance, this one is Red Hook, as it is the name of the devs. It is one of my favorites.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold.
There are others, but that is one of my favorites.
In blood.
I have a setup that I typically take. Before you go, you can provision each dungeon, and each dungeon is going to be different, like different provision-wise based on how you're going. Work is good. I moved to full-time, so I've been tired, but it's been good. The ruins, you're going to want to focus more on prepping for bleeds and general healing and light, because they are going to bleed you a lot more. When you go to someplace like the Warrens or the Weald, you're going to want to focus more on getting rid of blight and diseases, which is where your medicinal herbs and your anti-venom come in. Each area kind of has its own setup. Generally speaking, on short dungeons, you only want to take 8 to 12 food, especially if you're going to someplace like the Weald, because you will get more food in the dungeon. That is one of the things we will go over when we start to get into the curios. Oh, I'm sorry, I am trying to wake up. But generally speaking, oh, you're good. You are all good. I am streaming because I wanted to vibe with people. I am just doing tutorial in the meantime. And trying to wake up. Because I just woke up like 40 minutes ago. But generally speaking, you only want to take 8 to 12 food because they will eat along the way, but shorter dungeons you can typically get in and out before you run out of food. Shovels are very dependent on which dungeon type you're going into. Going into the ruins, going into the cove, you're going to want to take more shovels. The weald and the warrens are kind of iffy. Anti-venom, like I said, any place you're going that you are going to run into a lot of blight. So the weald, the warrens, places that have poisonous creatures. Bandages are more so the cove especially. And the ruins, you're going to want to stock up on those, especially in later dungeons when they're longer. The medicinal herbs are used for clearing debuffs and also used for a lot of curios. So I tend to bring extra because you can get items using those on the correct curios. Keys are used to open chests, as we saw in the first dungeon there. You don't always need them. It's not always necessary. A lot of chests can be opened without a key. The key will just enhance what items you get, so it can make it a more profitable adventure. Holy water. So many shovels. You have to have shovels on this first dungeon, my mans. There's that obstacle at the end that I always forget about. Holy water can increase resistances. It gives them a buff, and it's also used for some curios. I don't use holy water all that often. I mostly use it for curios, so it's a thing. Laudanum will come in more later because it gets rid of the horror, which is something that later enemies give you, which increases stress as a tick every turn. It's basically like a dot, but for stress, which the stress mechanics we'll get into as we go. Torches increase light level. You always want torches. I don't totally mind running a semi-dark run, so we'll see how that goes. It's, the first few couple of dungeons are kind of a gimme. Though, now that I've said that, I will probably die. So every dungeon you start off, the torchlight is up top. You can see what perks it gives you. You can just snuff it out if you're feeling feisty. I'm never feeling that feisty unless I'm in, like, the last room of a dungeon. Your bottom right here, you also have your map, and you can tab between that and your inventory. So we scouted nothing because we're trash, so we're just going to go ahead. We scouted nothing. So here we have a curio. This one is just a torch. Get a nice cool little torch, and you move on with your day. Now there we see it tick down. So now we're in dim light, so there's more stress. Monsters crit more. We go ahead and click on it, or you can right click on the torch in your inventory. It goes back up to radiant. It's a win for everybody. Oh hey, it's the skeletons that I was talking about. Sure. We love a skeleton. Literally, we gave him no dodge. We took the man's dodge away. We simply took it from him. That's ours now. So crests are one of the heirlooms that you will want to keep for upgrading buildings and the like. When we get back to the town and that starts to become a more plausible thing, we'll go through it.
Even the cold stone seems bent on
this is why we
passage.
brought 8,000 shovels, because if you do not have a shovel for this, it takes torchlight, it takes health, and it takes food. Because your characters have to spend time breaking that down. So, it's always better to have too many shovels than not enough shovels. Staccato. I love shovels. I'm a shovel fiend. Oh, that was stress. A lot of stress. So down here, since she's getting close to the halfway mark, stress is, it's essentially 100 per bar. So this first bar where they're not filled in is 100. Once you get to 100, you have a check. Running out of shovels is the worst. It's literally my least favorite thing to do. You hit a check, and you can either get basically a vice or a virtue. You either have a good perk or a bad perk that affects the rest of your run, essentially. If you can keep them under 100, you never have to worry about the check. If they go to 100 and get a good one, it's great. They help the party out. If they get a bad one, they can kill the rest of your party. So you really gotta kind of try to avoid stress if you can, unless you have a character like the Flagellant, who will come in later, who always has a guaranteed negative quirk, but it actually helps. Also, if they get to 200 stress, they can just have a heart attack. Love that. If they have a heart attack, they go to 0 health, and if they're already at 0 health, they simply die. That's just how it is. So.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
It's something we like to avoid here on twitch.tv/itsadawn. We avoid that here. We try to avoid that. We don't always avoid it. Anybody who's watched me play this game knows it doesn't always get avoided.
Gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
So, from a lore standpoint, journals are great. From a content and progression standpoint, these are useless. I'm going to read them out. If you guys would rather I not, obviously, let me know. But I enjoy the lore, so. Trampled Journal, 2 of 4. We fought in the East Gallery, filled with portraits of our ancient lineage, uncaring witnesses to the slaughter. Alhazred, the fiery heartbeat of our retinue, wrought keen havoc in our enemies' ranks. I keenly feel his absence, even as I remember voiding myself upon seeing his lifeless body fall, blood pouring from his screaming mouth, some cruel knife having rent his lungs to gore. Yet we were victorious, and thus we press on. Homie got murked. Little homie got fucked up. My food is here. So we are gonna actually, since my food is here, I'm gonna eat, which means no face for a bit. But we will still be vibing. I don't want to dox myself with the food I've done. Bam. Cool. See, that's why Grape Shot blasts his ass. We are playing on Darkest difficulty for anybody curious. It's the base difficulty of the game. So, RNG is going to be the worst.
As the fiend falls,
That was a good shuffle stun.
blossoms.
Holy fountains are holy water. Forgot that was a heal. I should have given that to Dismas, but he'll be okay. There was a trap. We didn't see it. Rip.
Machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
Love that for me. Another trap we didn't see. Cool.
Watch your step.
Cool. Love that for us. This is going great. Grape Shot Blast actually helped.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. A handsome reward
There.
for a task well performed.
What is this? Range skills. Yeah, we'll hold on to it. Don't touch my stuff, Renaud. So another note on food is you can just eat it outside of the hunger procs, which is kind of great because it does give you a bit of health. So if you're ever running like just super low on health and you have a lot of food, excuse me, you can heal up your party. So we're gonna continue adventuring because there's loot down here, and I want it, and I'm a greedy bitch. We are out of torches, so the light is just going to be what it is. Yikes.
The end approaches.
Just fucking yikes, bud. Fucking yikes part 2 electric boogaloo.
By inches.
Mm-hmm. He's literally terrifying. I hate him. Later on, when you have the flag guy too, he's the worst because he always gets buffed. Always. Like, it does not matter who's in the party, flag guy's getting buffed. Or crossbow guy. There we go. Beautiful.
Executed.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
That was almost a perfect example of fuck around and find out. End of every quest. It tells you all of your collected treasure and how much it adds up to. This includes items that you don't use. They aren't worth a lot, but you do get some money back. As well as all your heirlooms, which you use, like I said, to upgrade buildings. Oh boy. I mean, satanophobia is kind of fair. And fear of unholy. Neither of them likes the unholy now. Nice. Actual babies. It's like fucking Weenie Hut Juniors in here.
Banners fly, and the corpse wagons stand at the ready. The circus has come to town.
I don't actually care about the circus. I don't actually care.
Traveling bacchanal.
I just wanted that to
A
go away.
debauched contest
So-
of survival.
now we have the
butcher's
tavern for stress
circus
relief.
is all these things.
Like, let's see who we got first. Then we'll go for stress relief. Oh, good. Got an
Fresh
occultist,
heads,
an abomination,
cards,
and another
curtained
vestal.
rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
So, for stress relief, there are two places you can go. You can go to the tavern, which, as you see here, Renaud won't do any of these. He will only pray because of his because of his God-fearing quirk. But when you have someone like the Vestal, she'll go to the bar and drink, and when she comes back out, she'll have significantly less stress. It'll be great. She'll go to the gambling hall, maybe win some money. It'll be great. The other is the Abbey, which is where he would pray if he were stressed, but he's not.
Calls to the faithful.
So, he'll be alright. So one of my first upgrades is always the stagecoach to increase my roster size because I like to be prepped in case people die, because they do a lot.
A man in a robe.
Otherwise, I divvy up my upgrades
Madness.
pretty balanced in my opinion. We'll see how balanced it is later. We can go to the farmstead now, but we're not going to because we'll die. We're gonna go back to the ruins. So that's a good. This is a good starter trinket. That one's okay. That one's okay. Yeah, we'll do this one because of the trinket. Oh, beautiful. That's great. Okay. Holy Quaternity. Holy Quaternity. I've never seen that party name. That's great. So we have the occultist that we're going to be bringing with. He is mostly damaged, though he does have a heal. So he has his abyssal artillery, which he uses in the back two spots to hit the back two spots. It does extra damage against Eldritch because he is basically communing with the Eldritch. He has Weird Reconstruction, which heals anywhere from 0 to 13. More often than not, it's 0. And it bleeds the target. So whoever you tried to heal, you have a chance to bleed. It's great. Love it. We love a heal for 0 plus bleed. He has Hands from the Abyss, which he won't be using because he's back here. But it does stun and minus torch. So it does make it darker. And then he has Demon's Pull. Oh, no, Bounty Hunter. No, not yet. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. He's going to get a name. It's going to be great. Demon's Pull, which pulls somebody 2 spots forward, assuming it hits, and it also clears all corpses, whether it moves them or not. So I tend to use it, because it doesn't matter. Your melee's poop right now, but... Alright, that's fine. Alright, let's go. I under-prep for a lot of dungeons, so if you see me dying, mind your business, as always.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Decorative urn is holy water. Gives you valuables. Love money.
To be spent.
Don't touch the books. Never touch the books. It's a trap. My biggest fear in this entire game is knowledge. No, but the books give you like negative quirks and shit. 99.9% of the time. I don't think I've ever gotten a good quirk from a book. Nice. Love that. Love that. So this vessel has different moves as well. She has the party heal. So that's kind of the nice thing with getting new people off the stagecoach is there's a chance they will have a move you don't have unlocked on another character.
Give them no quarter.
Sure. So we're going to heal the bleed. It's not doing a lot of damage, I just want to get rid of it. Because it will, similar to Pokemon, it will persist outside of battle. The Iron Maiden is herbs.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
We love getting a shovel out of a search. Okay. So our quest is to complete 100% of the room battles, which is on the top left here. What we were doing here is scouting to see if this last room was a room battle, and it's not. So we are going to go back and go up. Because you do not want to go into extra rooms and hallways if you don't have to, because there's always a chance of death. Unless you're stupid or brave. Then, you know, go for it. Live your life. I can't tell you what to do.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Oh boy. I'm hoping we run into a Shambler's altar. That would just be great. I would love that for us. It would be so very cool. I can show you why we absolutely do not do Shambler's altars.
Continue the onslaught.
Level 0 Shambler fight. Level 0 Shambler fight. You know, I tend to actually have the best luck when I do the lower level ones, and I don't know why, but it's great.
The enemy crumbles.
Oh, rip.
Sedated.
I would do it if I didn't have Dismas and Ronald in my party. If it were just a random comp, I'd do it.
Very. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Okay. Ooh, we actually get the Highwayman one. Journal of Darius, Highwayman, 3 of 6. Day 6. As we traveled from the hamlet, an eerie dread grew. We all felt it, but did our best to shrug it off. Sleep was difficult until Raven, one of my companions, passed me a bitter concoction. The most devout of us, Therion, prayed softly for our safety. Superstitious but well-intentioned, I suppose. I'm already falling asleep. Homie just took a random concoction from a fucking plague doctor, probably. Like, yeah, will it help me sleep? Cool, give me it. I'll drink it.
Often low on supplies.
Wow. Very cool.
With impunity.
Fucking goblet. You know, you can get that goblet as a trinket, as a super rare drop. Oh, here we go. Oh shit!
A moment of
All
clarity
right.
in the eye of the storm.
Hell yeah. That vessel's a hero. Wow. Wow. Like, thank God we're also dodging a ton, because if we were missing this much and not dodging, I'd be pissed.
A momentary abatement.
This run is going to be blessed. This run is blessed. Simply blessed. There we go.
The fiend falls. A faint hope blossoms.
Don't touch the books.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Oh my god.
Compassion is
He
a
actually just
rarity
can't
in
aim
the
his tentacles and all.
pitch of battle.
Sounds like a man. There we go. Wow.
Ringing ears, blurred vision. The end approaches.
We're not having a great time right now. There we go. Let's get him out of there.
Compassion is a rarity in the pitch of battle.
So that's the trick, you just move him.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
We can't finish this so much is killing. So the guy who did the voiceovers. Alright, I am done eating. There we go. The guy who did the voiceovers for this game, Wayne June. For anybody who doesn't know, one, phenomenal voice actor. Phenomenal. Perfect for this game. Second, he also narrates a bunch of Lovecraftian novels. So if you like Lovecraftian stuff and you like his voice, he narrates a ton of shit and does audiobooks. So, the more you know. Fuck off.
Mind that such missteps are the exception and not the rule.
Altar of Light, what do you do? I think you're holy water, but what do you do? I don't remember. I don't have any holy water. Oh, more damage until camp. Cool. We don't camp, so more damage all the time.
A blazing star is born.
Nice. Love that. That's just cool. Cool, love that. He's gonna fucking yeet himself. Yeah.
Fear and frailty
Cool.
finally claim their due.
Nice. Good crit, good crit. Nice, nice, nice. He's gonna be an absolute pain in the ass to deal with until we get out of here. Thankfully, this is the last room. Fearful is one of my least favorite. Fearful and sadistic. Sadistic because it kills literally everyone else. You bitch. Nice. Yeah. So with stuff like Fearful, they will just pass their turn because they're little bitches. And sometimes they'll hit themselves or others, which is great too. But
Sedated.
look at his grocery list.
Purchase. Spirits are lifted. And purpose is made clear.
Cool. Nice. Continue adventuring to get our
Brought low
chest.
and driven into the mud.
Nice. Hello, Chris. How is it going?
More moans return to rest. Devils remanded to their abyss.
All that for that fucking trinket. Steady, so he'll have less stress, which is good. Tone deaf. Inspiring tune is, if I remember, the jester move, so that won't matter too much right now. Cove tactician is great. It means he'll be more powerful in the cove, which he already is because it's a lot of eldritch. So it's actually a pretty solid one for him to get.
Though long years may seek to separate them, action and consequence will invariably have their dreadful reunion.
So do we go to courtyard? Do we do a level 1 courtyard run? No, we do not. What do we say to the courtyard? Not today. We ain't trying to die. Okay. Got a leper and a man
This
at
man
arms. We'll
understands
take
that
the first aid.
adversity and existence
Okay.
are one and the same.
Ooh, we can level up our weapons
The bellows blast once again.
and attacks.
The board
Cool.
stands ready to make weapons of war.
You need to go calm the fuck down.
Make no mistake, we will face ever greater threats. Our
So-
soldiers must be ready.
Skills wise, this is where you can, if they are leveled up enough, you can unlock stuff, which we don't have enough crests for, but you can also, or level up skills, but you can also unlock different attacks. So for me, I get Holy Lance for him. Dismas, we're going to unlock his melee nonsense. Her, we're going to unlock the moves. We'll leave that one for now. He's already got all of them. We'll unlock the moves for her. What does he have? Oh, he needs Hugh. He's got an alright set, and he doesn't really matter. He's just cannon fodder at this point. So, could go back to the ruins. They got a pretty good trinket. Or we could go to the Weald. I think we're going to go to the Weald. Because I want to fuck around with new party comp. No, we'll take you. We'll take you. So, Leper. Leper is like a paladin, but misses a lot. His accuracy, don't listen to whatever this tells you. Leper accuracy is trash. It's always been trash. It will always be trash. It will never not be trash. Leper is always just bad at what he does. It's great. We love him. He's doing his best. So he has Chop, which is just a single target. Take the fucking knife and just yeet. He's got Hew, which hits the first 2. So it's the same thing, just hits the first 2 instead. Oh, hello! Hello,
Taco Fire
hello.
rated my stream with 6 viewers.
Hello, my favorite is Devine. Let's do a shout out for Mr. Tuck of Iron. How was Bloodborne treating you? Hopefully good. Hopefully good. Everybody, if you're not already following Tuck, please go follow him. He's everybody's dad. He is the best. He's been playing an absolute shit ton of Bloodborne. Rage quit. Oh, that's fair enough. You know, that's fair enough. There's a reason I don't play Souls games is because that's what happens every time. So, you know, it is what it is. You do what you gotta do, man. And Bloodborne's an asshole. Yes, Bloodborne is not a kind game at times. Neither is this one, so I feel you. It is what it is. At least you walked away from it, so that's a thing. I tend to just throw myself against the wall over and over and over until it works, and then I just turn the game off. I haven't played Bloodborne yet, though. I've only played Elder Scrolls still. Or not Elder Scrolls. Jesus, Elden Ring. So I actually need to play Bloodborne at some point. But maybe. I gotta chill a little bit first. If you want to throw your head against the wall a bunch of times, we're playing Darkest Dungeon. Hello, everyone who is coming from Tuck. No controllers were hurt. Fair enough. Long as the controller's safe. That's what's important. As long as the controller's safe and Dad's mental health are safe. We are playing Darkest Dungeon, which is also a roguelike rage game. A little less aggressive than Bloodborne, but it is still... Listen, I have 1,000 hours in this game, and I still hate it a lot, but it's one of my favorite games, so we keep playing it. So, you want to talk about throwing yourself against a wall a bunch and getting pissed off? I'm your girl. I'm your gal. Come hang out. Oh no, bad news. Not bad news. We don't like bad news. Bad news is bad. We have Chop and we have Hew. We have Purge, which is kind of great. It hits the first person, knocks them back, and clears all corpses. So essentially, if you have someone in the front that you need to be in the back ASAP, you hit him with this. It gives him more accuracy. Like I said, don't trust anything with his accuracy. His accuracy is always going to be trash. He is convinced he's good at it. He's not. He's not. And there's Intimidate, which marks himself, gives him more speed, bypasses stealth, debuffs. It's pretty interesting. We have the Abomination here. Herbert, our little mans. I don't particularly like this class, but I think it'll be fun to play with. So by default, he has Manacles, which is just, he hits you with a chain. He stuns you. It's cool. Beast Spile, where he throws up on you. Absolution, where he de-stresses himself and heals. That is important because he also has Transform, where he turns into a beast version of himself or a little werewolf boy. And then he has Rake, which hits the first 2 positions and buffs him to do more damage with Rake. He has Rage, which just normal melee attack, and then he has Slam, where he moves forward and knocks people back and debuffs them. The problem with his transformation is it stresses everyone around him. So you have to be careful that you're not using it when you're already super stressed, because it'll wreck your day. It'll wreck your entire day. Playing Dragon Age. Oh man. Dragon Age always seemed fun. I just never had the time to really sit down and invest in it. I should. I am poor. This is not going to go well. I don't use those trinkets. I'm selling them because we have to be able to have money. I forget you start off super frickin' poor in this game. We'll be fine. Ignore that voice crack. We will absolutely be fine. This is probably my 100th attempt at a playthrough for this game. I've beaten it, and it's like, that's great, and it's super satisfying, but also, why do I do this to myself? So for completing the room battles, we have 2 options here. We're in the not quite center of the map. We can go left, we can go right. So we have to go left because it's going to be less to backtrack if there is no room battle over here. Because again, you want to avoid going directions you don't need to, save yourself the time, energy, supplies, and sanity. Yeah, I am quite the completionist, so I felt that. Achievement hunting in games, especially when they have such aggressive RNG, is a curse. It's an absolute curse. Nice. Well done. Good start. Good start. That's been my thing with, I've been playing Risk of Rain 2 a lot again, and I'm just trying to achieve it one, and it's just, oh, it hurts. It hurts so much. So much meticulous shit goes into those achievements. Oh, now you have rabies. This is why we don't go outside. You go outside, you get rabies. Confirmed. Don't get rabies. That's how you do it. Don't get rabies. Yeah. That's a lot of hours. But at least you're getting your time and your money's worth. Like, I always love a game that takes a decent amount of time. So since we have our first disease, they will be listed under their resistances and buffs and such. Rabies. Minus 10%, or minus 10 accuracy, so just a straight shit accuracy, and plus 15% damage, which is also great. I'm also realizing I forgot to change everybody's movesets. So, good job, me. We're doing great. Doing great. 4 dogs right away was kind of trash, but... Oh, thank you. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate
Sade
you.
_Rivia_TV is now following.
The underscores. I love that it reads the underscores out loud. That's so funny. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Hopefully you enjoy your time here. We're migrating into more variety, but I do play a lot of... I play a lot of horror. I play a lot of roguelikes, roguelites. You know the deal. I like to rage, but in a fun way. We're planning on possibly playing some Fallout 4 and some Elder Scrolls soon, just to kind of go back to a nostalgia time. Just because it feels like, you know, we could all use some nostalgia. We like chill games. And I also just do the cozy side where I just play Minecraft for 12 hours. So it's really, really kind of a crapshoot on what I'm gonna play. But odds are I'll have fun. Let's see. Oh, please no. She already has rabies. Leave her alone. Stay away from the man. Yeah, I'm telling you. Like, I just started a new file because I was like, I'll play a little bit of modded, you know, why not? And as soon as I ran into the Minutemen, I was like, why did I talk to them?
Trick of the light.
Like, why? Because now all I'm ever going to hear is, hey, I have a settlement that needs your help. Okay. Her. That's who we wanted to change. And then her. There we go. Oh. Yeah, we have to go this way. Grab this. What's in here? Journal page.
Are often low on supplies.
The Blackest of Fates, 1 of 5. Our purpose was to desecrate their animalistic shrines and thus disperse the swine folk, but soon we came across an artifact. This was far beyond the crude fetishes crafted by the pigmen. It looked as if obsidian had been grown and twisted into a dark symbol of worship. It cradled a pulsing red orb glowing with a malevolent light. Cuthbert, Bolin, and I hesitated, but thrice damned Mizir, driven by crazed impulse, thrust his torch into a hidden receptacle and thus sealed our fate. They did a level 0 Shambler fight. That's what happened there. Gross. Fair enough. Nice. Oof. Bleed resist.
The flesh is knit.
Cool. Nice. Good misses, good dodges. We love that, as long as it's not us missing. Oh.
As the fiend falls,
There we go.
hope blossoms.
Please miss. You bitch. Ya bitch. Having the worst debuff luck of my life.
Life is taken.
There we go. We'll take a crit for 2. That's
Great
fine.
is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Heal's a heal, man. We aren't picky in these parts. Please actually be a battle. Please tell me I didn't waste my time coming over here. Oh, you bitch. Wasted my time. Wasted my time. Look at the dab. Look at it. Look at the dab. We love that emote. It is our most used emote. I'm fairly certain when I checked. Newest emote and most used. Which, shout out to Miss Pop-Tart. She made that emote. She's lovely, great human. Best human.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
She's my troublemaker twin.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Hopefully we only needed the one
Require
shovel.
all the strength to follow it.
It's gonna be great.
Glittering gold, trinkets
This
and
one
baubles.
is what?
Paid for
Eerie
in
Spider.
blood.
Or I think your bandages. Trying to remember what curios take what items is always my biggest headache. It's because there's so many of them.
Purchase. Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Spideys.
Sedated.
We hate spiders in this house. Yo, fuck spiders. All my homies hate spiders.
From our lands.
Nice. Who are they gonna kill? I always assume whoever they touch, they're just simply going to kill. Nice.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Cool. Nice. That 1 health.
Their
Nice.
formation is broken.
The lepers
Maintain the offensive.
actually got me fucked up because he keeps actually hitting me. Nice. I don't have a shovel. No. So sad. Bitch. How are you gonna just miss like that? There we go. Nice. I knew as soon as I said it too. Don't compliment the leper, he'll fuck you over. Don't do it. Cool. Cool. Nice. Nice. Now leave her the fuck alone, please. Leave her alone. Y'all rude as hell. So she might die. That's wholly a thing that might happen. Nice. Okay, she's not gonna die yet. That's cool. She still might. Just not yet. Uh-huh. That's fair enough.
There can be no hope in this hell.
That's fair enough.
No hope at all.
She wants to live. We'll let her live. She wants to live. Jesus fuck.
A death by inches.
She wants to live, dude. Leave her alone.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Teetering on the brink. Facing
yeah.
the abyss.
Was anyone shocked at that? I wasn't. I was shocked she lived that long. Shocked she lived that long. They wanted her dead. They said that one. Bring me your head. It's okay. She wasn't the main Vestal. It's okay.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
It's okay. You dumb.
Ancient traps lie in wait. Unsprung and thirsting for
Dumb
blood.
motherfuckers. More spooters. More. It's more fucking spiders, dude. Ugh, of course, it's more fucking spiders.
Another one.
Little to no fucking choice here.
Executed with impunity.
Like, just no choice. I had to take him out. I had to take him out. I could have probably done that last fight and saved the Vestal, but it's not that important, to be honest. Excuse me.
And improvement.
The loot was worth it. Let's be real.
Driving out corruption is an endless battle, but one that must be fought.
So we have Unquiet Mind, May Not Meditate, and Claustrophobia. Fear of Enclosed Spaces. Neat. Love that. Love that for him. Yes!
Paid dearly for her freedom.
Yes, 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 yes,
That
yes.
deserves better than this place.
So, Shieldbreaker, one of my favorite classes. Literally the best. And she's fated. She's fated! This is great. So, fated is great because it has a chance to turn any miss, literally any miss, into a hit. That's phenomenal. We're gonna fucking keep her, absolutely. So this is the area to treat quirks and diseases, which I'm gonna throw her in here and get rid of rabies. Can I just lock this right away? How much? Oh, it's so expensive. It's so expensive. God damn it. Okay. We won't do it. We won't do it. I'm thinking about it, though. Thinking about it. Okay, who do we got? Hey, Bounty Hunter.
To
Bounty
those with
Hunter.
a keen eye, gold gleams like a dagger's point.
Nice. Cool. Neat. Love that. Okay. What you got? Okay. Okay. All right. Where do we go? We can go to the ruins. We can go to the Warrens. Weald or the Cove. We'll go to the ruins. Nice, easy little adventure. Where you see some peasants. So you missed it. Vestal already died. Vestal already died, man. It's already going to shit. Already going to shit. It is a new run. My old one got corrupted. Yeah, no, but like, genuinely, of course she did. That's how this works. This'll work. Actually, you know what? We're gonna... Criminal intent. Love that. Okay. Alright. We're gonna do a mark party. Type of comp. This is gonna be great. This is... Can you do that from here? Yeah, okay. This is gonna be great, actually. Because these two together is great. Bounty Hunter and Highwayman. Beautiful. They do... We're not gonna be doing a lot of bleed, so ruins should be fine. Let's go on an adventure. We're going on a trip with our favorite psycho bitch. Going 95. We're
Pace
gonna
out the
die.
halls of your lineage once familiar.
Explore 90% of rooms.
Now, foreign.
We scouting, boys. Oh, that's a big ass hallway. We scouting.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Well, thank you for the follow. Appreciate
Tankzilla
ya.
214 is now following.
Appreciates ya. We got a journal snippet. We got some scouting chants. This actually was nice because it'll balance the trinket a little bit. Oh man. Okay. Blood-soaked pages torn from a journal. 5 out of 6. The others are gone. They were victims of a malevolent transformation. Their scales had rotted to soft, vulnerable flesh, slowly suffocating without gills. The worst was their eyes, close set and forced to squint through fleshy slits. I shudder recalling the horrific and unclean warmth of their body or their blood as I rinsed my talons. I nearly retched. May death grant them soft mercy. Oh, bless them. We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. Oh god. Alright. Melee does its best business. Grave Robber. Yes. We got her and the Bounty Hunter in the same go. I'm so excited. So excited. I'm like, I have to. I have to run this comp. I simply have to. Why? Why are you back here, man?
Confidence surges
Fuck
as
'em
the
up.
enemy crumbles.
Nice. Bleed? Nice. Nice.
Formation is broken.
Shuffle party.
The offensive.
Now this party, if we run into a Shambler altar, I'd actually feel kind of comfy doing. Because, shuffle party, shuffle party. Let's see. Nice.
Finding the stuff is
love
only
money.
the first test.
Money is good.
Now it must be carried home.
Da-da-da-da. Grave Robber.
As the light gains
Who's scouting? They're a hero.
Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made
I think it's the
clear.
Grave Robber. I think she's scouting. What a hero. Don't touch the books. Leave the books alone. Oh boy. Okay. Stress, 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 stress. Everybody. Stress. There we go. Problem number 1 solved. Problem number 2 solved. Problem number 3 solved. I think he can still do coral from there. Nice. Bleed. Nice. Ow.
Grievous injury. Palpable fear.
Kind of rude, to be honest. Kind of rude, kind of not chill. Come on, buddy. You can do better than that, sir. Nice. Nice. Cool.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
We know. We know. What if we already had the dizzying fall? Then what?
One falls.
Then what?
Executed with impunity.
Uh-oh. Leave my boy alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. We'll take a 2. We'll take a dodge. Cool.
Back
Cool.
to the pit.
Cool.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Blood-soaked pages torn from a journal, 1 of 6. These caves, dark caves, drip with an overabundance of humidity, beyond my threshold of comfort. I nearly broke my ankle on the rocks, made slick with some ubiquitous slime. The pools stir and slosh with no visible cause, and the shadows beyond torchlight seem to grow and shrink of their own accord. They were in the cove.
For fortune,
Nice.
waiting to be spent.
Alright, let's go. We're going on a trip. Ship. Why do we have the 3 problems again? His good heals are gone. We're on our own. Jesus. Nice. You did the slash.
Gnawing uncertainty. Birthplace of dread.
He gotta go. Homie gotta go. Uh-oh. Okay. Uh-oh. Nice.
The blood quickens.
There we go.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Not a blazing star. Ooh. Nice. We love alchemy in this house. We love alchemy. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this. Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. That's fair.
Fear and frailty.
I, too, would be afraid in this kind of a situation is definitely a fair thing to be afraid of. You bitch. How could you? How could this happen to me? Yeah. Nice. It's not a ton of damage, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Okay. Thanks, sir. There we go. There we go. We'll take that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, slap him back. Go on a trip. Yeah. Here we have the perfect example of how the game goes 0 to 100 real fucking quick. This last 2 dungeons has really been a good example of this. Why is Dismas's scarf green? We don't...
A trifling victory, but a victory
red.
nonetheless.
Oh god, I passed red. There we go. Okay. We don't have to explore all the rooms, but we have to explore enough of them that it's problematic.
May we find victory.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on one sec.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice. The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden. As victories mount, so too will resistance. The way is lit, the path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Let me see if I can catch that. It already escaped. Oh wow, it actually let me try to catch it. Traps. We love traps. This will be the last room we have to do. Depending on what's in that last room, we might go to it too. Ooh, stuff. Stuff. Everybody! Shit. Alright. Of course I don't catch it. Of course. Of course. Congrats on the catch. The game is obviously not going to let me have anything. The last like 7 Pokemon I've tried to catch, it has not let me have. Nice bleed. Alright. Cool. Nice dodge. There we
success so clearly in view? Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Oh, it's not gonna tell me what's this way.
Packs laden with loot
Yeah.
are often low on supplies.
Nothing. Okay, cool. Love that. Glad we went that way.
Ruins belong to us. And we will
Alright, what do we got?
whatever secrets
Hagiomania,
they hold.
obsessed with sainthood. Winded. -1 speed with health below 50% and tough. 10% max HP. Fear of the Eldritch and Gothic. Interesting. Normally, goth people aren't afraid of the Eldritch, and that's the thing.
A walk in blood and delusion.
My boy.
The burden
My
of 1,000
sunshine.
lifetimes.
My boy.
There is
my
the
boy,
power
he's home.
in the blood for those with the fortitude to pay the price.
This is where you can level up your camping skills, which we haven't needed to deal much with yet.
She is a stalwart survivor. And a
Go
skilled
de-stress, homie.
instructor.
Go de-stress. Oh, an arbalist. We'll take that.
Shoot, bandage, and pillage. The
So let's
dancing
see
steps
what haven't
of
we got
war.
over. Okay. So we've gone over all those classes. We have the Flagellant, who is a DLC class. Same with the Shieldbreaker, but DLC class. So he is blood focused and damage himself to heal others focused. So by default, he has Punish, which just hits and bleeds and debuffs. He has Reign of Sorrows, which hits the back too and just debuffs and bleeds. He has Exsanguinate, which he hits something else to heal himself. He also does a massive amount of bleed to whatever he hits. Like, it starts off at 5 points per round for like 3 ticks. So it's like 15 bleed, and then you also heal yourself. Reclaim, where you heal yourself, or heal someone, but you bleed yourself. You have Redeem, which is where you heal yourself and someone else. You have Endure, which gets rid of some stress on someone else, but stresses yourself up and speeds you up. And then you have Suffer, which is clearing Mark, transfers Bleed and Blight to self, marks you, gets rid of stress, and increases your death blow resist. So he is like, he pulls everything to himself in order to heal other people. It's one of my favorite kind of methods of playing the game, is to kind of figure him out. But it takes time in the right party comp and the right setup. We also have a Man-at-Arms, which we didn't really touch on. Oh, he's also faded. Jesus Christ. We have Crush, which is his basic attack. We have Rampart, moves him forward, knocks back whatever he hits and stuns them, so it's just knocking somebody backwards. Bellow, which debuffs everybody. You have Defender, which is where he guards himself. Hello, thank you for the follow.
Lord
Hello.
Sidonis is now following.
Hello, hello, and welcome in. We're just going over some of the party info for Darkest Dungeon here. We have Defender, which is where he guards an ally and buffs himself to essentially be unhittable, or at least undamageable. This becomes really, really helpful later on when you actually venture into the Darkest Dungeons, but we will get into that eventually. Retribution, basically it activates Riposte, which is what Dismas was using, where when he gets hit, he hits back. It's basically a no you Uno reverse card of attacks. He's got Command, which buffs people's accuracy, crit, and damage while guarded. So essentially, if you command and then guard them, they become hella powerful and unhittable. It's really good actually on Flagellants. And then you have Bolster, which buffs the target, it gets rid of some stress, and it increases their dodge. And we have the Arbalist that we just picked up as well. She's Calm, which is interesting. Just use the first round to buff. It's kind of easy to work around. She is a ranged fighter. So she has Sniper Shot, which is good against marked targets. She has Suppressing Fire, which just debuffs the back two. She has Sniper's Mark. Obviously, you want to mark targets for things like Sniper Shot to increase your damage. You have Bola, which hits the first two and knocks them back. You have Blind Fire, which is particularly useful in a situation where you get shuffled around. So against a couple of the bosses, your party will get like kind of moved around, and blind fire allows her to fire from wherever she is. So if you just need to get an attack off, blind fire is pretty great if she gets pulled to the front or something along those lines. Battlefield bandage is a heal, and it also buffs the target to get more healing. So if you have her as an emergency heal, followed by, for instance, a Vestal, it's going to increase the Vestal's healing on that person. And then you have Rallying Flare, which clears stun and mark, which is really, really useful for when you have like those spiders that we just went against, where they stun you and lock you and mark you and kill your Vestal on your second dungeon, because this game's brutal. This helps with that. It helps clear it so that you don't lose that turn, and then, you know, they have a chance to actually do something. And then the Shield Breaker. I'm scared to use her because she's faded. I want to wait until I can lock that. She has Pierce, which moves forward. It is armor piercing, which is great against some of those bigger enemies that have that defense. You have Puncture, which moves her forward. It bypasses guard and it pulls them forward. So essentially, with like the guys in the back in the ruins, you pull them forward. Adder's Kiss, it moves her back and it blights whoever she hits. And you have Impale, which in the beginning just hits the first 4 people and moves her back. Later on, as you level that up, it also does blight damage to everyone it hits. So you can essentially do a wide range dot attack on the entire enemy party, which is kind of great, to be honest. It's great to just start building up dots. Expose bypasses stealth. It increases the chance for you to crit that enemy, and it de-stealths them as well as slows their speed. So it's essentially making it so that they are slow and vulnerable. Captivate, which is a ranged one for her, and it hits the middle 2 spots. It blights, it has a good crit mod, and it's got 40% damage against marked. So it would work really well with, for instance, the Bounty Hunter's mark or the Arbalist's mark. Then she also has Serpent Sway, which moves her forward, gives her 2 blocks, and it makes her faster. So, now that we are through that, where do we want to go? Then we have our first boss popping up, Necromancer. We're not doing that yet. we're not ready for the boy yet. Let's see. Go to the Warrens. That's an okay trinket. That's a pretty decent trinket, to be honest. We might go there. It's a good starter trinket. Yeah, because we don't have an Antiquarian yet, so we don't need either of those trinkets. Yeah, let's go here. So we're going to go to the Weald, so we can take the boy. We can take her. Take him. And we'll take her. Sure. Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't realize I had that trinket already. So this one basically makes it so when you're working with trinkets for the Flagellant specifically, and this is the only class I've found this to be the case with, you want to increase his resistances, especially death blow resistance, and increase his health, because essentially once he gets down to a low health, he becomes incredibly powerful, but he's very vulnerable as well. So you want to buff especially death blow resistance, because then if he does get hit, he's going to resist that kill. So it's like, you kind of want to play with things a little bit with him and see if you want to go that more risky route. Let's make sure everybody has the skills that I want them to have. Because we need to make sure everybody's skills are good. So for him, there we go. For her, she's good. I might actually swap that. Her, I need to have that set up. Okay. Mark that, and we'll do Rallying Flare because we've been getting debuffed a good bit. And stunned a good bit. That should work. The Weald is one of the places where you want to bring a lot of herbs and a lot of shovels, because you tend to run into a lot of blockages. And the herbs will help you get food.
Paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
So we need to explore 90% of rooms. So if we go up and get these two, we don't need to go all the way down. So we're gonna at least... Oh! Alright. So here's the question. Do we do it just to see how it goes? Do it? Alright, fuck it.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Fuck it. We'll do it. Cool. Get her done. Get her done, bud. Pick to the face. Gotta pick to the face, man. It's so good. Clapperclaw. I don't know why, but the word Clapperclaw, it sounds like it has to be said like that. It has to be Clapperclaw. There we go.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Beautiful. Let's fucking go. Alright, fair enough. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you're in the middle. I love that for you. Stack that bleed, boy. Stack that bleed. We love an 8 tick.
To a killing blow.
Okay. That's fine. The stress isn't fine, but otherwise it's fine. We have a crit in this house. It's fine. Increases her speed. Stress? What stress? This is fine. Yeah, absolutely, this is fine. Yeah, there's the stuns. Oh, the blight. Ah, fuck. I forgot. I forgot. Would have been good to have a plague doctor. We're gonna party white, bro. Let's go! Let's go! Let's fucking go, bro. Let's fucking go! Let's go! Let's go!
Maintain the offensive.
Big heals, big heals.
But never hidden.
Get her in the back. She's gotta stay back there.
Waits.
For fuck's sake!
Concentration.
Alright. Come on, Percy. You bitch! Come on, Bonneth. Hell yeah! Here we go. Finally! RNG was gonna be kind to me eventually. It has to. Like, legally, it's obligated. Alright. Yeah. Okay. If that's how you're trying to live, I'm not gonna tell you not to. There we go. Come on. We can do this, you guys. We can do this. Oh fuck.
Lingering on the brink, facing the abyss.
Some of you may die. That's a risk I'm willing to take. For those trinkets. Hell yeah. Get her done, bud. Get her fucking done. Get her fucking done, bud. Fucking stop it. And one more tick and he's dead. That's good. Yep, we're all good. Everyone's fine. Okay. I am willing to die for these trinkets. Abso-fucking-lutely I am. Yep. Thank you. Beautiful. Love that. Cool. Doesn't matter. Beat him. Doesn't matter. Killed the Shambler. You fucking bitch. Cool. Doesn't matter. He's gonna die. It was a risk I was willing to take. Worth it. Worth it. Genuinely. Jesus. Can you not pass, you bitch? Thank you. Oh, fucking clutch dodge. She might die. It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Okay. Do that little bit of torchlight. A little bit. Oh my god.
At the very precipice of oblivion. Another life wasted in the pursuit of glory and gold. More dust, more ashes, more disappointment.
I can't do anything. No. She can't. This was so eventful.
And now the
Oh shit. Watch her virtue check twice.
will expire.
Oh, it was so good. That was so good. Thank you, Jesus.
Proposition in this sprawling tomb.
That was so good.
Great adversity has a beauty.
That was so worth it.
Fire
Oh, that was so worth it. That was funny.
of fresh the sum of sanguine
I
memory.
lost trinkets. Oh no. Oh, Jester. Oh, beautiful.
You will be laughing still.
That was not that bad. That was funny as shit, though. Oh man, I have not laughed at a loss like that in a long time. That was fucking funny. Like, we had it, man. Funny asshole suggested you do it. No, I wanted to do it. It was funny. That was funny. It's true. We did lose the grave robber, but it'll be okay. You know why? We'll get more grave robbers. Get more grave robbers, and it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Oh, we need a healer. We have no healer, oh god. Excuse me. Oh man. The thing I'm most upset about is losing all that money. That's the only problem. That was a lot of money. We'll be alright though. Actually, no, we need to do a short. We need to do a short because we have no money. This one. Cool. Cool. That was great. I need to do a command for full party wipes. Hold on. Add new command. New command.
They breed quickly down there in the dark.
Yeah, I'll fuck with that later.
But perhaps we can slay them even faster.
Someone remind me to get a party wipe counter for when I'm playing Darkest Dungeon. This time for sure. It's room battles, so obviously we got this.
A handsome reward for a
Now watch me run into a fucking collector. Oh no, Mr. Collector. Please don't show me your collection.
festering fear consumes the mind.
Gross.
Precision and power.
The one thing I wish they'd added into Darkest Dungeon, this first one, that they have in Darkest Dungeon 2 is when your heroes die, they leave a corpse. I wish they'd implemented that into this one. Oh, more rabies. Cool. This party loves rabies. Like, a lot. Too much, honestly.
Be gone, fiend.
There we go.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. They did not want anything to do with his grocery list. At all.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
This guy is just fearful as fuck, bro. Yeah. Nice.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
You'll be fine. Knock it off. Quit your bitching. Nice. Best line from any of the characters ever is just snort. Nice. Nobody wants to look at his grocery list. They need to make sure he doesn't forget eggs. He's gonna fucking forget eggs. It's so messed up, man. These guys are so unhelpful and mean. For sure. They are just swerving his fucking grocery list. There we go.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Oh, Walter, what are you? I don't remember. Okay.
As the light converges, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
There we go. That's why they didn't want to look at the grocery list. They knew.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Okay. Nice.
Executed with impunity.
Nice. Okay. Okay. You have 1 health. That's all you get.
Injury and despondency set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
Nice.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
Just get 1. If you're gonna keep getting yourself hit, then that's a you problem at that
This
point.
expedition at least promises success.
It's an important thing to note when you have an antiquarian in your party. They will find extra loot in things. So anytime you interact with a curio, use the antiquarian. Like, even with torches, there's a chance they'll find things like money.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Yeah, figures. Yeah. So I didn't have bandages for it. I shouldn't have touched it. But I did. And she also has unique items like minor antique and rare antique that are worth different amounts of money than a normal.
Blazing star is born.
Normal things you get. We're not touching it this time. I know better now.
The light, the
Did she
promise
find
of
extra bleed?
safety.
She sure did. 2 points. 2 points of damage. That's how much she found.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Two whole extra points.
Back to the pit.
She's nothing if not efficient. Good job, bud. You healed yourself. Grave nibble! Nibble, nibble, crunch, crunch. Nibble, nibble, crunch, crunch. Nice.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
We're gonna see if she can do it again. She did it again. Good job. Good for her. Good for her. She wanna see me do it again? Crack. Right in the head. Like a fucking egg. Just crack. Nice. 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 Well done. Figures. Nice.
Mortality clarified in a single
So
strike.
easily stressed. We're gonna move up here. Cool. Fearful, of course. Nice. More stress. Let's see what we go. That sounds like Renault.
Self-preservation is paramount
That
at any
sounds like
cost.
him. There we go.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Cool.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and
Cool.
the foolhardy
Fucking
alike.
go, boy.
Some experiment efforts should have never happened. You are doing just work ending them.
Alright, what do we get? Germaphobe. Gross. Antsy. Gross. Nice. Resilient is good.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
We get it, we get it, we get it. You fucked up. And now we have to fix it. Again. Poor Ronald. Hellion.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting
Another
savagery
distance.
make for a powerful ally.
Nice. 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 So we have Hellion, which is another class that we haven't had yet. The Hellion is kind of like a frontline tank, a little more damage than resistance, but she's still pretty good. She has Wicked Hack, which is just a typical modded crit, just smack them. Iron Swan, which only works if she is in the first position and it hits the very back. It is also crit modified. She is a heavy crit hitter if you can actually get her crit stats up. Ugh. She could get pretty intense to deal with. Barbaric Yop, which stuns and then causes less damage and slower speed on the Hellion herself. If it bleeds, which just bleeds the target, it hits the middle two spots. She has Breakthrough, which is great if you need to move forward, if you get moved to the back at all. It moves her forward one and then also debuffs her with less damage and less speed. And then you have Adrenaline Rush, which cures Blight and Bleed, heals her for 1 health, and then buffs her damage and accuracy. And Bleed Out, which is another bleed and causes her to do less damage and less speed. So essentially all of her, like, special moves make her slower and hit less hard. So, it's kind of a give and take on how you want to play her. Let's go to the Cove. We haven't gone to the Cove yet. We have no healer. So this is going to be intense. We haven't gone over the Jester yet either. So the Jester is a bit of a unique character. He's kind of a damage and buff kind of character. He's usually best in the middle two spots. He has Dirk Stab, which moves him forward and buffs him for finale damage, which we'll get to. It's kind of like his finishing move. He has Harvest, which bleeds and hits the middle two. It gives him another buff to finale damage. You have Solo, which is he uses it in the back two spots and moves all the way to the front. It marks the target, adds dodge for him, adds extra damage to finale and crit to finale. He has Slice Off, which bleeds and hits the middle two spots, but single target, whereas Harvest hits both. He has Battle Ballad, which buffs the target, which is the entire party, for speed, accuracy, and crit, and increases his finale damage and crit. And then he has Inspiring Tune, which helps decrease stress on other characters, as well as buffing finale. Now, finale is a move that he can only do in the first two spots, and it essentially is just an insanely high damage attack, assuming you hit, and then it pushes him all the way to the back of the party. So essentially you build it up and then use it as a final hit on a boss, typically. I don't really play finale Jester often, but I've seen crazy good things happen. Oh wait, we were gonna go to the Cove. Oh, no. This will be fine. This will be fine.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must
We're
be
in
flushed out.
battles. Cool, so we're gonna go down and check if we can get a scout to see if we need to go left or not. I'm gonna go left and then go right.
Waiting to be spent.
Because again, shorter backtracking. I don't remember what to do with you. Nothing. Neat. They did the slash. Nice. Just want her dead.
Give them no quarter.
Fair. Nice.
Faint hope blossoms.
This is an all-female and jester party. Nice. Well done. Well done.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire. Perched at the very precipice of oblivion. Evidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Shut up there, baby house. Sure, sure.
The onslaught. Destroy them all. A hand's breadth
That's just
becoming
fucking funny.
unwound. Foolish horrors. Brought low and
Fair.
driven into the mud.
Cool. No one caught it anyway. Neat.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of other.
I don't know if we need to go this way. That's the annoying part, because I didn't scout. We didn't. We did not need to go that way. Cool.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Ooh, journal. Journal of Darius, Highwayman, 4 of 6. Day 7. We tangled with some unruly louts. Raven called them cultists. They were ferocious but clumsy. Nice.
Mind that such missteps are the exception and not the rule. Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Because I'm not being careless, I'm just not scouting.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home. The light, the promise of safety.
Jesus. There's only like 2 room battles. That's nuts.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
What was eerie coral? Herbs. I don't have herbs. That's so sad. Can you guys give me herbs? Nice. Y'all gonna need them herbs?
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Nice.
Masterfully executed.
Nice.
Or the slightest lapse in concentration.
Nice dodge.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Yup.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
Yup. Nice dodge. Nice dodge. Nice. 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 Y'all got any of them herbs?
Creatures can be felt, they can be beaten.
No, no herbs. That's fine.
The pungent odor abates. The things are driven back
What did we get?
for a time.
Beast Slayer. Ooh. Accuracy and crit against beasts. We love that.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
What did we get? Oh, yay! Look at that. I told you we'd get another grave robber.
To those with a keen eye,
Because I,
gold
you know,
gleams like a dagger's point.
fucking suicide missioned our first one. I might have suicide missioned her. That might have been a thing that happened. Maybe we'll do Silence in the Crypts because it's a decent award, or reward rather. Take you. Take you. What do we have to heal? We just have you. It's just you, bud. Just you, bud. Alright. What do we got here? Alrighty. Poison darts is needed. Otherwise, we should be good. Who has camp skills? Camp skills. Camp skills.
a defiled be consecrated? Can the fallen find rest?
Probably not. Oh, we're scouting. That's exciting. Alrighty. Sack is empty. Felt that. Don't touch the books. Don't you touch the fucking books. Nice. Love that. There.
Great is the
Nice.
weapon that cuts on its own.
Pull him forward. Pull her up, bud. Ooh,
The ground quakes.
beautiful.
Their
Nice.
formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Alright. Journal of Darius, High Omen. 3 of 6. We have already read this one. I will skip it. Da-da-da-da. I wish, like, once you found a certain journal entry, it couldn't show up again, but I get it.
Back to the pit.
Of course. Figures.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Figures. Nice.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Alright. Bleed. Nice.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Treasure.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Sure. Fight. Fight, 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 fight. Ooh, actually humans. Wow. That's a weird thought.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Nice.
As victories mount, so too will resistance. If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Nice. I don't need to do this battle, but we gotta. It's better than just walking backwards. Alright.
A decisive pummeling.
Nice. Checks out.
Vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Nice.
Another one falls. Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Now we zoom zoom. Zoom 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 zoom.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike. Even the cold stone seems
touch the
bent
books.
on preventing passage.
No books. But the books? No, no, we don't touch the books. The books are a disaster. They give you like satanophobia and shit. No. Gotta read about being a hero? No.
Hovering on the brink, facing the abyss.
None of us are heroes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This didn't bleed. Saying. The double dodges, though. That was... Double dodges were good.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I'm not saying she's the best hero, but I am saying Grave Robber is definitely S tier. If I had to rate these idiots, Grave Robber, S tier. Which... Let's give the actual Grave Robber look.
Watch your step.
Of course. Checks out. Don't touch the books.
The way is lit.
Oh boy.
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it. A devastating blow.
Honestly, she deserves that bleed. She fucking stabbed him. Nice. How do you miss a point blank shot, homie? It's your point blank. How do you? Alright. Leper boy. Uh-oh. Oof. Leper boy.
Injury and despondence.
You can do it.
The stage for heroism.
You're a fucking hero, bud.
Or cowardice.
You're a fucking hero. Don't. Uh-oh.
Survival is
Of all the things to take him out, it's a fucking blanket fire. Alright.
a hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
Honestly, she deserves that bleed too. Let's be real. With how she be acting. Yeah.
And now the true test. Hold fast.
Man, we knock it the fuck off. Yeah, you heal yourself. Yeah. Jesus H. Christ. What a fucking psycho.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
Yup. Deserved. Good dodge. Nice. You get right back up there, homie.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
So now we're gonna try to
The
avoid
match is struck.
camping.
Blazing star is born.
Because I don't know if we can do the snakes with 3 people. Like, we won't get ambushed, but I don't know if we can do the snakes. Nice. That's whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Death is patient. It will wait.
Nice dodge. I need you to fuck off, lady. I need her to chill the fuck out.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Journal of Darius, Highwayman 2 of 6. Day 4. The road to this damned hamlet was a tricky one, both to find and to travel. When it revealed its ruined face, I swore I had never seen such neglect. Some buildings collapsed, and uncaring residents fidgeting uselessly. I went swiftly to the tavern. Others with similar interests had gathered there, and I was assembled into an expedition. We leave at first light on the morrow. Oh, happy day. We out of here.
the emptiness
I went
of the
fine.
void.
The thick blood, it is nice. Remember in the beginning of this when I said we were going to keep the graveyard empty? I remember.
The shuffling dead are silenced. We have claimed dominion over the ruins once more.
I remember. Hey. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
All manner of diversion and dalliance await those who cross the threshold with coin in hand.
Okay.
Curious methodologies and apparatus can calm even
Level
the
some
most
shit up.
tormented soul.
Alright. Gotta get more level 2s, because we gotta take this boy on. This is an explorer, but it does require sleeping. No healer. We get her incision unlocked. Ooh, we can level up stuff too. Okay. We have to unlock. These other skills. We'll swap this for incision just in case. We'll do the cove. And we'll pray. That's what we'll do. We'll pray.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be washed out.
That's a good start. Cool. Immediate trap, immediate battle. We love that. Alright.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Wasted buff.
No quarter. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. attracts unwanted attention.
Usually that means we're gonna need a collector fight. Which would be great. We love the collector.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Nice. Fair.
Singular strike.
Nice.
A faint hope blossoms.
Stress is fine. Hey, I actually caught a Pokemon. Finally. Oh my god.
Obliterated.
So I'm gonna try to at least do one boss before I call it for tonight. So if we can get everybody to level 2, I can set up my Necromancer party. Blood-soaked pages torn from a journal. 6 out of 6. I cannot recall why we ventured onto land. Why did we leave when Mother Ocean provided all we needed beneath her tender waves? I will now return home back to her embrace. Indecipherable scratchings fill the remainder of the page. Rip. Nice.
Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
Checks out.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Just use level 0s, you wimp. Absolutely not. We saw how that went. We've already witnessed this. We've witnessed that once. We don't need to witness it again. At least not a level 0 healer. I need an actual healer. That's the main thing. Everything else is whatever. I just need a leveled up hero. Nice.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
Of course. No one cares about you, though. You can go ahead. Go off. Go off, I guess. Nice. Good dodge. Bitch. Bitch. Please no. Please no. Hey. Nice. Yeah. Wasted buff. Wasted buff.
Stands on its own.
love this. We're getting so much loot. Love this. Sack is empty, fair enough.
The magic is
Fair
strong.
enough.
A blazing star is born.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, motherfucker. Hey, Flynn, how's it going? Hopefully well. Oh, thank you, thank you. I've been good. I started full-time at my job, doing overnight, so my schedule has been all over the place. Oh, just plan. Just plan. I had to start over because my last file got corrupted. So I was gonna just turn it into a YouTube tutorial, which is what I was doing with the last one. And then the file got all jacked up, so we're doing it again. We're starting it over. Oh, Jesus. I'm debating doing a Blood Moon run as well, just to see if I can do it. But that'll have to be a very chill day. Because
Teetering on the brink.
that's a lot.
Facing
Oh,
the abyss.
please. Jesus. Oh, very nice. I will have to look into that. So this game especially, I play this game an excessive amount, so any added incentive is always fun.
Another one falls.
Yes, I have taught everyone how to touch things you shouldn't touch and get everyone killed and lose all your money. Yes. I have taught you how to be a celebrity. That's what I've taught you. Touch things shouldn't touch? Check. Do things you shouldn't? Check. Get everyone killed? Check. Yeah, that's fair. This is very much so a constant rotation, revolving door, different party every run kind of a game. So it's like, if that's not your thing, then I definitely get it.
Resistance.
Darkest Dungeon 2 is a little bit, it's supposed to be coming out officially soon. So I have the early access right now on Epic. That one is a lot less changing the party. That one is more, you get a party and you're committed to that party until the end of the run, which is cool. But more difficult, of course, because it's the same four people going through thing after thing after thing after thing.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Journal of Darius, Highwayman, 1 of 6. Day 1. Rare are travelers on the roads this autumn, and rather than starve, I pressed my last coin into the hand of one who dealt in rumors and shadows. Ravens carried cryptic notes that there was a person or persons who was pledging coin for services best left unmentioned in a hamlet I had never heard of. I am packing to leave immediately. With an announcement of its releasing on console day 1. I believe it's just PC at first. Let me double check actually, because I'm curious about that myself. Just Epic and Steam, it looks like at first. But they do plan on doing Xbox One and PlayStation 4. So I would assume it'll also be on the newer consoles. But I know they tend to focus on PC and then work on integration later. Like, they just got Switch integration for the first one, like last year? It's been out for a while. But yeah, I think it's just intended to be PC at first. But Wiki says eventually it'll be on console, so maybe they're gonna do it all at once. I know a lot of people were frustrated that they did the Epic exclusive release, but like, from a developer standpoint, I completely get it, because money-wise, like, this game was a Kickstarter game, so they weren't like a big company trying to make a game again. They have to do what they need to do to get the funding they need to make the game they want. So, I'm not a big fan of Epic, but for Darkest Dungeon 2, I became a fan of Epic. Like that, and I think Fortnite and Fall Guys are the only things I play. I just don't have an interest in much. But yeah, I know it's Epic exclusive for early access, and then I think it's coming out in, God, what was it? Is it March? When is it? Set to be released in February 2023. Yeah, everything just runs smoother on PC. With the second game as well, there's also the concern of just the graphical differences. Yeah, like this one, it's a little easy to get it to run. It doesn't require much. The second one's a little more graphically intensive because they changed the style of it, which is a good thing, like, in a good way. We'll see. This will be an interesting release. I'm really freaking excited, though. I'm gonna play the absolute shit out of the game for a while. That might be my main for a bit, until I get good. So, you know, it'll be my main forever.
Inspiration and improvement.
Oh, you bitch. You bitch. I just remember getting this on Switch and then being like, ah, I remember suffering. Again, playing on Switch is literal torture. Playing anything that wasn't made for the Switch on Switch is literal torture. Like, the navigation on Switch is so frustrating. Can't stand it. And that's, you know, coming from someone who loves every aspect of this game. Except for when it's on Switch. Get him. Get his ace. Nice. Need PUBG on mobile. Listen, I don't remember which one it was. I know they released... I know PUBG was mobile. I know it was. Because I remember that being like, everyone's like, oh, I'm playing PUBG on mobile. I'm like, absolutely not. But I've never touched PUBG as it is. I was like, no. Which is hilarious because I play Fortnite, which is just PUBG with cartoons. But, Rapturous, let's go. I didn't get to explain it a lot with the last one, since he, you know, died right away. But the Flagellant cannot become virtuous. He is only ever able to get Rapturous. So for Rapturous, it's insane, because if he is both on Death's Door and has Rapturous, it gets really fucking wild. But basically he gets a plus 25% damage, minus 20 dodge, and plus 3 speed. So he gets just super fucking fast and super fucking angry. That's probably what I was thinking of then. An Overwatch on Switch. Overwatch is on Switch? Oh, God. Imagine trying to be good at any kind of shooter on Switch.
And now the true test.
That's the only downfall, is he does that. He stabs his friends. Jesus. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh no, don't play it on Switch, because that's not whatever, blah, 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 blah. But, like, I can't imagine how you would play that on Switch. That doesn't seem to be a Switch-compatible game.
Foolish horrors. Brought low.
That's wild.
Driven into the mud.
Yeah, we'll just leave. That's wild.
Wholesome marine life can flourish. If indeed there is such a thing.
What do we got? Cave phobe, fair enough. Satanophobia, fair enough. Last gasp, ooh, that's nice. We need to get...
You
Oh,
answered
blueprint.
the matter.
Oh,
Now, like me,
we love
you are a part of
blueprints.
this place.
Imagine a controller on a TV, then might as well get a place. Yeah, exactly. That's not what I
Campaign
wanted.
can wait. For now, Carnage Cove.
Puppy.
A lawman and his faithful beast. A bond forged by battle and bloodshed.
He'll only do the thing. Cool.
The front line of this war is not in the dungeon, but rather inside the mind.
Everyone's stressed as fuck, boy. Everyone else has got more stress than me. I would like to have the grave robber for the necromancer fight. I would really prefer to have that. So we're gonna take her in. We're gonna take the pupper man. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. We're gonna take the puppy into the dungeon. Whistle block and stress, and we should be fine. I don't want to go in the cove, but it's got a trinket that I want. Alright. While this loads, I will be right back.
The smell of rotting fish is almost unbearable.
That's fair. We're gonna skip that. That's a long hallway to nothing.
Give them
Okay.
no quarter.
Okay.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Fair.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. In Radiance, may we find victory.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Fair enough. Poor man's is being abused.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Okay. Nice. Nice. So this is probably my favorite curio in the game, is this little mushroomy coral guy. So if you find the coral and you use medicinal herbs, it will remove a negative quirk. So for instance, her night blindness is now gone. Even if it's locked, it does not matter. It will remove a negative quirk. Which is kind of the greatest. If you get like a really bad quirk and you just don't have the money to remove it, there's always a chance that it will be removed with that. That's just one of the things I wish I had frickin' known when I started playing this game, you know?
Devastating.
It would have saved me a lot of headaches. Alright.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Sack is empty.
The magic is strong. A blazing star is
Okay.
born.
Nice. Fair. Ooh. Alright, we'll have to get that cured ASAP. Nice.
To the pit.
Nice.
success so clearly.
A nice quote-unquote easy fight.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Nice.
Decimated.
That was good. That's good. Nice. Nice.
Just size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade. This expedition at least promises success. As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear. Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Blood-soaked pages torn from a journal, 3 of 6. The wound is starting to fester. The flesh around it is gray, flaking and rigid, almost scale-like. As I write this, my breathing has taken on a hollow timbre and is more labored. My compatriots are laughing and tell me not to worry. It's just the salt mist in the air that pervades these caverns.
The light, the promise of
Homie
safety.
turning into a fish. He gonna be a fish. Nice.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Nice, 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 nice. Off we go.
Despite its morbid aspect, this twisted, cavernous maze seems
Winded.
almost traversable.
Wheel Explorer. Cityomania. Oh boy. And Ruins Explorer. Cool.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
We need to get him. Not him. Him in here. We got the Cove boss ready. We don't need you.
Slumped shoulders, wild eyes, and a stumbling gait. This one is no more good to us.
Okay, who do we have that we can take? So, everybody that we want to take is currently doing a thing. So we gotta do one more week, and then we can take on Necromancer. Or the Siren, but probably the Necromancer, to be honest with you. Let's go to the Warrens. Good job, team. Yep, we did great, guys. All those Pokeballs and nobody caught it. battles. Let's go. Let's go.
They breed quickly down there in the dark. But perhaps we can slay them even faster. Mind that such missteps are the exception, and not the rule. The blood quickens.
Okay. Nice. Uh-huh.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Nice. Nice. A crit for 2. We love that.
By inches. As the fiend falls, the apple blossoms.
Never in my life, in my hundreds and hundreds of hours in this game, have I ever had a complete all room battles quest where I go in, I go to the first room, and it's done. RNG giveth and RNG taketh away. Just empty rooms. You know I'm not leaving without exploring. I've never had that happen. You're right, though. Necro runtime. Day 8. Journal of Darius, Highwayman, 5 of 6. Day 8. Moira has been afflicted with sickness. It must have been some rotting air from a coffin she insisted on piercing with her spade. As terrible as this place is, I know I will not fall for any trap nor a crazed idiot. I wager my lucky coin on it. Alright.
Some experiments should have never happened. You are doing just work ending them.
Anemic, night owl, deviant tastes. Jeez, I love this. Is not allowed to visit the brothel for reasons left to discretion. Cove tactician, ruins tactician, fast healer. Nice.
A fresh irritant, the sum. A sanguine memory.
The game just really wants me to do a necromancer run, which scares me, to be honest. everybody all ready here. They usually let you come back. It's true. They usually don't let you come back after that. Last night a Swan King went and scouted the perfect path. 0 room battles. I love this. See, I've had that happen with like a boss. Ooh, a Swing King. I've had that happen with a boss where it's like you scout the perfect thing, or it's like it can only be one way because it is always the furthest room from where you start. Every time. And if it's an even one, you always have that 50-50 shot, which usually happens in the Warrens and the Weald. Like you go up and it's either left or right. But like I've scouted it to where there's like no battles, and then you just camp and then you just annihilate the boss, and it's just like, what happened? Swing King. That's what I'm going to call him from now on, is Swing King. Swing King. All right.
Mastery over life and death was chief among my early pursuits. I began in humility, but my ambition was limitless. Who could have divined the prophetic import of something as unremarkable as a twitch in the leg of a dead rat?
I love that though. Like when you just have a dungeon where you just walk in, fuck shit up, and leave. I think we know where he is. Pain in the ass to get to him, but it's alright. It's okay. It's a-okay.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Or it could be laden with loot and supplies. I didn't upgrade their armor or their weapons. That's cool.
Even the cold
We're fine.
stone seems bent on preventing us.
There is always the option of if this just goes poorly, we just fucking restart the run tomorrow. That's fine. Nice. Dismas is a stressed boy. Let's go, Dismas, go.
As the fiend
He's doing his best.
a faint hope blossomed.
He's a stressed boy.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Yeah, if we can get another one of those closer to the boss, that'd be great. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Nice.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. A singular strike.
I love when she gets crits off of that.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy.
Love to see it.
The slow death, unforeseen,
You'll love to see
unforgiving.
it. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. Not making that mistake again. Not with my boy Didmus in the party.
Their formation is broken.
Can't risk the boy.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Yeah, it was the shambles again. This is just like my mental health is gonna be in if I try to fight that thing.
Ambushed by foul invention.
Yeah, it was a shambler. Like, no, absolutely not. Mm-mm. Not with this party. This is not a shambles party. Oh, Black Betty, shambalam. Okay. It's a weirdly peaceful hallway. Double fight, and then is this Blood Moon? No, we're playing on Darkest. I have not yet been brave enough to try a Blood Moon run.
The light, the promise of safety.
Play fast, like, oh, yeah, thank you. I have like almost 1,000 hours in the game. So it's like I'm pretty proficient in a lot of it, but still not quite ballsy enough to try the hardest difficulty. Fair enough. Y'all leave him alone. Who's your favorite class? Grave Robber, Bounty Hunter are pretty tied. I like to run them a lot. Nice. Bleed? No, nice.
Slowly.
Big Grave Robber, Bounty Hunter are right there, right at the top. Then Plague Doctor is pretty great. I've started to like Plague Doctor a lot more later game. And if we want to get into like the DLC characters and classes, I really like the Shield Breaker as well. Like out of the DLCs that have come out, Shield Breaker is the best. Oh yeah, Hellion is great too. Hellion is amazing. When you get her leveled up, she just pumps out damage. As long as you can keep her alive. Like, as long as you can keep her alive, she's great. But every time I get a Hellion in my party, they tend to not want to stay alive. I really like them for boss fights, especially. Just because they can output damage so high. If you pair them with the Plague Doctor as well, and you use the Invigorating Vapors on the Hellion, Iron Swan gets insane. That'll do. I just wanted to clear the corpses, man. Mm-hmm. Nice. Nice, nice.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood. A moment of respite, a chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Cool.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are
No
lifted.
crazy damage buffs, but we'll be
That
alright
purpose is made
stress-wise,
clear.
which was important because we were getting kind of high there. Of course. Of course. I can't get through the frickin' ruins without some spiders every time. Every time. Leave her alone. Leave her alone.
Be gone, fiend.
Good. Ah, stupids.
Another one falls.
These spiders, I was excited and also sad to see that they brought them back in Darkest Dungeon too, because I hate the spiders so much. And they're worse. They're worse. It's insane. You can have a full freaking party wipe with these guys.
Back to the pit.
We're gonna put you up front and start you off. With a point blank.
Fierce, terror,
Yep,
nightmare made.
that's fine.
Executed with impunity.
Good. We're too speedy. We're too speedy. Oh.
Decisive pummeling.
Love that. Oh, you fucker. I didn't want to look at his groceries. Alright.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Leave Dismas alone. Dismas out here doing his friggin' best.
Teetering on the brink.
Okay.
Facing the abyss.
Clutch heals every time, I'm telling you, the occultist. The occultist is so good. We're good.
With no living sinew to actuate,
Ooh,
will
nice.
these walking bones blindly veil?
The plague doctor, oh, fair enough. She was a clutch heal with her one. And we got the other flagellant trinket that I wanted. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. What we got? Resilient is nice. Wield phobe. Hysterical blindness. Fair enough. Homie misses when he is hysterical. That's honestly understandable.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
Ooh, a Vestal.
Slumped shoulders, wild eyes,
We
and a
needed that.
stumbling gait.
I'm not even sorry
This
about
one
it.
is no more good to us.
No one's super stressed, which is kind of nice. We should, definitely level them up, though. We want to do the vintners before we go into the courtyard, if we can. Obviously, it's an if. Because it's better to have the blood stocked up. Why is that so expensive? But it's better to have that stocked up beforehand, because the blood can really get difficult to keep up on later on. I'm gonna level her up. We'll do one of these. We'll do a money run, and this will be the last run for the night. Vestal. Cool. Fuck it, it's the same reward either way. Fuck it.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Alright, let's fucking go. Room battles. Nice. That was a quicker battle than I thought it would be for a boss. But the level one's like, I don't know. Sometimes they'll get a really lucky hit on you and just mess you up, but...
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
But generally speaking, they're pretty easy to handle. We're gonna go right into it, huh? Right into the stress. Right on in. Right on in. He is going to be just rapturous right away. Yes.
Madness. The unity of the intelligence. Oh, so it has been said.
Fair. Fair. They just want to stress him the fuck out, man. He's having a hard time. I said, yeah, that guy. Fuck him up.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Oh yeah, we'll do a money run and then just immediate raptures.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
That's great.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end. Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the
Don't touch the
brave
books.
and the foolhardy alike.
I don't read this house. That's fair. If you're going for rapturous, that's a good idea, to be honest.
Inspiration and improvement.
That, and if you're trying to farm for virtues, can be a good idea too. I don't trust my luck. The only person I ever intentionally stress out is the flagellant.
Death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Leave her alone. She didn't say anything.
Gnawing uncertainty. The birthplace of dread.
Nice.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Yeah. Flagellant Arbalist can be fun.
Fresh disadvantage.
Especially with the marks and the bleeds. Can be really good. Flagellant with Bounty Hunter is really great because he has the one move that does more to bleeding targets as well. Same with I think Houndmaster has that too. But just any synergy with the bleeding. Fair enough. You attack that corpse, buddy.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Get that corpse. You tell him who's boss.
The light, the promise of safety. The way is lit. The path is clear.
Okay.
We require
More
only
stress.
the strength to follow it. Continue the onslaught.
Arbalist is too complicated. Yeah.
Them all.
It's definitely in line with how they use how they wrote and how they use language in the game. So I get it, but yeah. I tend to run with the Musketeer more than I run with Arbalist. It's the same moveset, just with a gun instead. And because Musketeer sounds fun to say. Alright, he's dead. Arbalist doesn't burn. Yeah, that's fair.
Slowly, gently.
It does sound like it would be like a gardening career. It's like herbalist.
Back to the pit. This expedition at least promises success.
Doing it. Let's go. Okay. Times?
Seeker's art, his efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes. In Radiance, may we find victory.
Yeah. Finally got something I can bleed. Nice, good dodge. Sure.
A momentary abatement.
You didn't want your 1 health point heal. Kind of rude, but okay. Fair enough. Excuse me. Okay. Nice.
By inches.
Nice. Nice. Fair. I should have just picked to the face, but alright.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Don't need the blood yet. Let's go. Don't touch the books. Dun, 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 dun. Good. Can you not hit other people, sir?
Executed with impunity.
He's gonna end up so stressed. There we go. Eventually we'll get that resistance down and we'll bleed a skeleton. It'll happen. Wait.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Wow. Rude. Rude.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Okay.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
That's fine. Nice. Blood for the blood god. A lot of dodges, man. I need you to stop. Thank God I healed her. Shit. Okay.
The will to fight.
The accuracy, though.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Fair enough.
Ambushed by foul invention.
Oh, thank you for the follow.
Gaitner Anja is now following.
Appreciate you.
The blood quickens.
Fair enough.
Finally claim their
It's cute. I like it. Yeah, I just have "it's a domino" because every time I would go into a chat and say I was going by domino, people would go, "Hey, it's a domino," and it just stuck. So here we are. Play dominoes. I don't often, but I used to as a kid a lot. I really like it.
That overconfidence is
It's a nice little chill
killer.
Chill game. Okay. Let's go. Used to like it. Remember all things? Yeah. Well, it's like older games like that too, like older board game type stuff. There are a lot of rules, a lot of stuff to remember. That's fair.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
That will definitely impair the memory after a while, but it is what it is. We'll be stressing. Yeah. That's like why I was never really great at any type of card game. Because I can't remember who's done what. Chess is fun. I used to be in chess club in middle school and high school. Uh-oh. Then I kind of fell out of chess for a little while. I found video games and everything went downhill from there. So I like games like Darkest Dungeon because it feels like chess. Like you have to try to be 3 steps ahead of yourself at all times. XCOM, I've heard really good things. I haven't ever played it myself. I have watched a few people play. I was telling Chad earlier, I have like two versions of games that I play. I play really chill games, like cozy games, like Fare and Breakfast, and then I play stuff like this. Yeah, I think Talos played XCOM a bit, and I was kind of interested, but I don't feel like I have the tactical patience. Like, I'm just really bad at tactically playing anything. This is the only game I've ever had any tact in, and it's like, barely. Raft is very chill, very fun. I've been achievement hunting in Raft for a while. Why? you trash Arbalest. Me and my little sister play Raft a lot. We've been wanting to get back into it again. Since the full release came out, we haven't beaten it yet.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Oh. Alright.
More bones.
This is a good
return
run to
to
end it
rest.
on.
Devils remanded to
Let's see
their
what we got.
race.
We got Fragile. Oh, that sucks. Daredevil, Wheeled Explorer, Sidiomania, and Clotter. Okay. We need to get Fragile fixed. Immediately.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
Oh, we need to fix Fragile. We're finally starting to get some money build up, which is nice. It's not what I wanted to click.
Can wait. For now, carnage calls.
Still have my shield breaker. We still have my leper. We don't. The leper died. I remember now.
Those without the stomach for this place must move on.
Rip. Oh, Togetic.
Gilded icons and dogmatic rituals. For some,
Cool.
a tonic against the bloodshed. Rarities and curios,
Alright.
sold at a profit, of course.